out of 65 for the Nightmare Pets Challenge. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Part 6. Sorry about that. So today we're going to play the game with Gory the Goblin, and hopefully somebody comes in to rename him. How do you get Gory? If you watched last time, it wasn't really a playthrough that I considered with one of the pets because I really was just playing to get Gory. I didn't know that he can save into New Game Plus, and because of that, that makes my playthroughs with the Demi-Human pets a lot easier. And so now, what am I doing here? So, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to beat the game in Nightmare mode with each of the 65 pets available in Legend of Mana, and this is the sixth one available. And it's sort of like as soon as you start, you get the pet from the barn. So that's how I've been playing through it. Hopefully we could get through 2 pets today since I'm starting early. We'll see. Goblin, because I got him last time, he should be up to level 65. And I'd also like to thank Griffin for showing me this awesome background that I have put on. It's basically this mana tree picture. You can sort of see it in the background, so thank you for that. I'd also like to thank my recent subscribers to YouTube, that's Searcher, and my recent followers here on Twitch, which is Balmung Oni. And also Elevated. Elevated is a speedrunner that I've been following for some time. He's awesome. He's taught me a lot of things about this game. So, yeah. We're going to do a full playthrough with Gory the Goblin. Not a full playthrough, it's more like a dragon run. But I've edited it a little bit so I could get some farming in there. We also fight Deathbringer 2 and get that secret Saga Frontier 2 sword, which is awesome. So it's a little bit different. First thing we're going to do is go into the books here and just turn on Nightmare mode. So they ask us if we want to live in peace and we say no. Do we want a nightmare? Oh, hell yeah. There you go. You get that ominous sound. Let's just head right back out the door. Now we pick up our pet. This is going to be the Goblin here. The one we got last time. So some people who play this game, what they don't know is that you can actually save your Demi-Human pets that you pick up in the world into New Game Plus and then start a brand new game with them. So right off the bat we have the Goblin, Gory here. But if anybody's in the chat and wants to name him, I highly recommend we give him a different name. I think we can come up with something better than Gory for him. Alright, so we're going to place the town of Domina to the left of home. Give me 1 second, guys. I see something strange here in the background. Alright. There you go, that's a lot cleaner. Sorry, there was something on my desktop, like, showing through the emulator that was bothering me. I had to get rid of it. But now it looks perfect. Alright, let's pick up Elazor, get that Jade Egg. Alright, now that we have Elazul and the Jade Egg, we're going to ditch Elazul for Niccolo. That way we don't have to come back into Dominant later. And we're going to start the Niccolo's Business Unusual quest as well. Basically, the only reason we did that was to get the Jade Egg. There you go, we're starting up Niccolo's Business Unusual. We have to refuse Elazul that second time. It's a bit annoying how aggressive he is with wanting to be in our party. But it's alright. We figured it out. Let's talk to Tipo here. Then I get the wheel, and that wheel artifact will let me make the Luon Highway. Bloody Heartless, that's the last thing I need to hear from him before I get out of here. And then we exit and we place the Jade Egg to the right of home. This is basically the Lost Princess quest right now that we're doing. But we're just doing it with Niccolo instead of round 7. I think it's round 6. Did I put 7? Because basically I didn't know that the Demi-Humans can be saved in the barn. Because you acquire them, they're just walking around the world. And so I'm redoing Gory. Hey lazy guy, how you doing by the way? I didn't know you were here. But we have Gory the Goblin. Yeah, this is the 6 right now. Over the weekend I did get Gory, and so I thought that was going to be the 6th one. But I got him a bit late in the playthrough, so I wanted to do a complete playthrough with him, give him his time to shine, you know what I mean? Gory is the Goblin, but we can rename him. I'm actually waiting for somebody to come up with a good name for Gory. You just woke up? Awesome. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research about this game and about the items to make like crazy weapons, and so there's a few things. I'm going to try to get all the chests, just because there's one chest in the Bone Fortress that gives me an item I really would like, that would help me create awesome items, awesome weapons later. How you doing, lazy, other than just waking up? You good? Have you had your coffee yet? See, like a chest like this, I'll pick it up. Mothwing. Mothwings can be helpful, actually. Yeah, we're staying safe. We're staying at home. Over the weekend, we actually had to go to... what's it called? Sorry, this is too loud on my end. Over the weekend, we had to go to CVS to get some medication, but other than that, we're fine. We stayed home, other than that, I should say. I don't drink coffee. I really like tea, actually. I hardly drink coffee. Speaking of that, Donna, did you want me to get your coffee later? I completely forgot about that, I'm sorry. You didn't say anything. Tomorrow I'll get you coffee. My wife drinks coffee from the corner store, but only like on days that she's super tired, so. Yeah, we're more tea drinkers here, but I've had my tea this morning already. I don't even know what kind of tea I had. I think it was Irish breakfast T. So let's go through Choco the Chocobo, Fearow the Needlebeak, what was the Lullabud's name? Creep the Lullabud, Godzilla the Kid Dragon, I'm missing somebody, Bruno the Skeleton, and now the Goblin, the nameless Goblin. So it's a lot of story here. If you actually play the game with Elazol, you get a bit less text. But then you have to go back into Domina to get Niccolo, which is a bit annoying. It's just one of those things. It's a preference thing. Most speedrunners, they use Elazol first because they have to go into Domina, get Niccolo, and start up a certain quest for Monster Corral, which we don't do in New Game Plus. And so that's why I ditch Elazol for Niccolo, so we don't have to go back into Domina. But if you have to go back into Domina anyway, might as well just play this first Lost Princess quest with Elazol as your partner. Now we're visiting here to do the Fairy's Light quest. And I think I've gotten a bit better with this one. Oh, I didn't even say what kind of filter we're using today. How rude of me. I'll do that when there's text on the screen. I don't really have to pay attention where I'm going. Alright, so she's going to be talking for a little bit. Basically, the filter I'm using is called Motion Blur. That's what it's called. And, you know, it's not one of the better filters. I mean, it looks nice, but a linear filter would give a more clear picture. I guess the Motion Blur sort of comes into effect when you're moving to make things look like there's a, I don't want to use the word lag, but to make things look sort of more fluid. Alright, now let's go. I remember sometimes I forget to talk to, what's his name, to Gilbert on the way out. This game is so crazy. Like, sometimes you're fighting dragons to save the world from the guy that's in the underworld who wants to resurface or whatever, and sometimes you're helping a centaur get laid. I don't know. Like, this game is so crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to give an effect. Yeah, like that. I didn't put it too strong. I can increase the amount of motion blur, but I don't think that'll help much. Especially when I'm trying to play quickly, and I'd like to know exactly where I am, if you know what I mean. So this one's 2113. The one on the bottom is 1113, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what you're doing. That's what I'm doing now. I'm selling the lamps for him so he can get with Monique, but he sort of messes that up. Ah, why did I run back? Alright, that's one of my problems when I use the run. Like, I'm not as precise. I gotta get better at being quicker with my inputs there. So this one's 2, 2, 1, 3, and then I gotta run back to Gilbert now. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, that's how random this game is. Especially if you're not playing like one of the routes outright and you're just doing things willy-nilly, just coming about the quests through normal gameplay. It feels really random. It makes more sense when you play just one route to the end. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, this is a good time to stretch. Sorry about that. I know it sounds like a monster roaring. I almost just got up to it. Nah, I got up about 9 o'clock. I cooked some boiled eggs. I took a shower. This morning was a good morning. Yeah, basically. I don't really work out much, and I should probably move more, but that's harder now that we're in the apartment, usually I'd like walk to the train station, walk from the train to the job or whatever. But now that I've been home, not a lot of action. I might use the I plan to play this at least with 2 pets today, so hopefully in the middle I'll get more stretching in. This is basically the end of the Fairies Light quest. So after this we have to start up Nicolo's Business Unusual. We got this. This is where she gives me some artifacts. The Trembling Spoon and the Sand Rose. And then we have to place the Trembling Spoon to the left of where we are, and then the wheel up from where we are. Ah, my friend is like texting me about my sister. I'm not going to answer her at this moment. Trembling Spoon goes here. The Trembling Spoon then becomes the underworld, where we spend most of our time. Nice. And then the wheel is the Luon Highway, which is a great place to farm some pets. So, gotta get your blood flowing, man. Plus, if you don't move much, over time your bones will start to fuse. It'll be harder for you to walk about. Yeah, during the break, I'll do some stretches, like some yoga poses or whatever, and get that blood flowing. My wife is like, yeah, you need that. But let me do this full playthrough first. I'll probably take a half-hour break, half hour to an hour for lunch, and then we'll go from there. All right, come on, Nicolo. Not waste all this stuff. Eventually I'm going to change my my weapon. I mean, I love this two-handed sword, but it's not. How can I put this in words that make sense? I can make a better sword, but I can't make this sword much better, if that makes sense. When you're tempering essences, the conflicting essences have to be tempered in a particular way. And because the sword already has almost all the essences tempered in, it makes it harder to temper more without using like crazy tricks. So just for the sake of like not going too crazy, I could use this sword I have actually to make a golem or a golem piece, and that would be cool because a golem is considered a pet. It takes up that pet slot, so eventually I'm going to have to make a golem and finish the game with a golem. Oh, I always forget, or sometimes I forget, to look at the Saga for 2 save on my memory card. This will help us later when we fight Deathbringer get a weapon. Ah, and I didn't open that chest. It's fine. That one doesn't have anything too important, so we just keep going. I also want to make a freaking armor that prevents me from getting all the status ailments, because I'm tired of getting confused and getting sleepy during that Vidis fight, and you can actually temper armor really easily. That just gives you immunity to everything. And so I have some armors that have max stats already. There's one that I call the Epic Ring. It has plus 20 stats on everything. The thing is that I can't then temper on all the status immunities to that without losing the plus 20 stats. So I have to temper new armor with all the status immunities on it. That's fine. I'll use like something with dragon scales since I have a lot of them. Since I've been beating so many dragons because of all the playthroughs. Dragon scales do make some of the best armor. They don't make like really good pendants. For pendants or rings, you want like a rock material, but come on. Really? This is what I'm talking about. I need immunity against things like that that stop you from attacking, because it's just really annoying. Alright, this is the Mantis Ant fight. Especially if I'm going into New Game Plus, something like that might kill me. If they're able to stun me, and all the characters or the enemies are 99. Thanks, Nicole. There you go. Come on, where's the Oh, me and Niccolo are in really good spots. We're really close to where we're supposed to be. Oh, he didn't move. Oh, there you go. He moved. I thought he was in his perfect spot. It was really close though. He didn't walk that much. Basically, if he was far away, it takes a little bit longer to show the animation of him walking to that particular area. So, yeah. Bye, Niccolo. Now we do the Fallen Emperor, which is in the underworld. But before we do that, we place a few of the artifacts. The stone eye we're going to place to the left of the highway. And the medallion we're going to place it to the right of Lumina. I wish I could remember if there was ash in the underworld. Ash is one of the items that is really useful for tempering. I know. And what game? I thought there was a game that came out today. Is it Persona 5 Royal that comes out today? Something like that. There was a game that's supposed to come out today. I know there's a Call of Duty game that sort of like a remake of one of the Call of Duty games that was dropped today as well. I saw a video about it. Yeah, there's a lot of exciting games coming out. Homunculus versus the Richness. Homunculus 5, the Richness. That's funny. I got you. I got you. In this part, I just I look at the guide a lot because sometimes I get confused on where to go. This place is like a, what do you call it? A maze. And I know a lot of the wrong detours do have chests, but it'll just take too long for me to get it. I'd rather get just one ash per playthrough. Than taking like 10 minutes to try to get another ash. If that makes sense. Alright, this is where I ask Alban for permission to get baptized in flames. So let's do it. Here you go, Daddy-o. Alright, let's get out of here. I remember the way from here. So it's the bottom left, and then bottom left again, then it's the second door to the right. and then basically just keep going right until I defeat, I get to the first boss in the underworld, which is Hidodama. Can I defeat Pinocchio with normal attack? Yes, I can, and the succubus requires a harder attack. Oh yeah, I remembered. 50s movies? Hey Daddy-o, how you doing? How's it hanging? Yeah, it's pretty funny. The language that they use. There you go. Dragon's Bane. What kind of a weapon is that? Is that like a sword? I'm ready. So I've been noticing that we get a lot of rarer drops, more rare drops, and a lot of them are weapons. They're not better than the weapon I have, so I tend to sell them off for money. I'm gonna need that money for tempering equipment later. No STs. He didn't get off one hit. It's awesome. I took a bit of time lining myself up with him, but you guys see that? Lark just went in. He got 693 experience, and I got 53. Me and Goblin just got 53. That's messed up. That is really messed up. Lark, why you do that to me? We say the 50s were the last decade of simple living. Man, would love. He's horrible. Did you see that? And the crazy thing is, his experience doesn't carry over into New Game Plus. Only my experience does. So, I mean, I'm nice enough to share my experience with everybody. I have the Forbidden Ring on, which splits the experience that I pick up amongst everybody. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. I should have said yes. There you go. But if he picks it up, then he gets it for himself. Very selfish. Very selfish. The reason I want to share the experience I pick up with everybody is so that they don't die immediately. You know, they don't stay level 1. Especially the pet. The pet, if it's higher level, you can sell it for more. And because I am going to sell my pets, you know, I'd want him to get some experience. But like, if I was really selfish, I wouldn't use the Forbidden Ring, and I'd be level 99 by now. I can't believe these guys. So this is where we normally do Guardian of the Winds. So I'm going to put the Skull Lantern right here under Midcave Caverns, and then the sorry, that was the Broken Doll down from Midcave Caverns, and then the Skull Lantern to the left of it. And I usually enter the North Peaks and do Guardian of the Winds at this point. But I think this is where I'm supposed to go home though. I haven't put it on my guide, on my little cheat sheet that I've got down here. When is the optimal times to harvest plants? Because there's 2 optimal times during the run, and one of them, it might be now or it might be after Guardian of the Winds. So we're just gonna check it out, see if the fruits that we planted last time are ready. And then the next time would be when we go back home at the end of the game. That's how I like to do it. Like once in the middle and then once all the way at the end. Yeah, these all look ready. And you see I planted a lot of yellow seeds. So there's a lot of citrus squid. There's a springana there. There's lots of yellow fruits basically. Cornflowers. Or Springanana, I don't know. Springanana, yeah. They got the weirdest names here. Basically for seeds, the rarest seed you can get is a spiny seed. And if you put the spiny seed with any other color, it should give you rare fruits from that color. But spiny seeds are also really useful for tempering. Just give me 1 second. Yeah? Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, my wife wanted to pass through. So let's see if he gives me any spiny seeds at all. Blah, blah. Big seed, blah. Small seed, blah. So he actually gave me 5, and since I can only give him 4 at a time, cool. I think I don't have any round seeds on me. Do I? No, I used up all my round seeds. See, I have 2 spiny seeds here. So I'm just gonna give him a random assortment: flat seed, long seed. And then small seed. And let's mix that with a crooked seed. Why not? Alright, so those seeds should be ready later. And because at the end of Guardian of the Winds, we're going to do a few things. After Guardian of the Winds, we're going to also sell some equipment. I'm just going to see if I have any clear feathers or certain hats that I could temper clear feathers onto. And the reason for that is that they sell for about 10,000 lucre. If I do that. So this is something I'm doing new here for this run here. So alter armor, wind cap. There you go. That's perfect. And do I have any of the feathers? Clear feathers would work best. Oh, I have white feather. Clear feathers. I have 11. Lovely. I only need 4. This won't show anything. This will put, I think, a card on the clear slot. Let's see what's the easiest way to get to them. Oh yeah, wind cap. Duh. Clear feather. So that's 2. And this adds the Lord of Flies on to the weapon. So what we want to do is put 3 Lord of Flies on the weapon. That's 2. My wife is passing. And I'm back. Wind cap. Let's... This is 3. And we need 1 more, just to push that last Lord of Flies onto the wind cap. That way when we sell it later, it's going to give us a lot of money. Again, wind cap, and then we're going to go to the bottom, make our way up to the clear feather. And I do need a lot more clear feathers. I think that's the last one. So that's the 3rd Lord of Flies card that has been put onto the wind cap. And for some reason, this really easy to obtain item and this really easy to obtain clear feathers make this crazy item that sells for 10,000. And let's just look at it just to make sure it has what we need. We're going to look at the status. It says Topple Cotton Hat. It has the elemental defense of Undine. And if we look at... Oh, that's not what I want. How did I get here instead of to the stats of the wind cap? That was strange. Oh, that's why. That's why. So wind cap is here, and we can see that for Mystic Powers it has 3 Lord of Flies on it. It also has Essence of Jinn up till level 5, which is strange. I think that's strange because it has the defense against Undine. Undine's defense against Salamander, which is pretty crazy. It should also have the Jinn marker. I don't know why it doesn't have the Jinn marker here. It's weird. And that plus 15 is just something that the Lord of the Flies gives it. That plus 15 for technical attack level. I think the other cap I have, I could do the same. I have another cap that's similar, made up of similar stuff, but we should continue on with the playthrough here. Let's go to Guardian of the Winds. Let's start that. So I have to enter the Northern Peaks. There's a lot of fights here. I don't think there's any chests that are that important, but I think there's 1 or 2 that I can pick up in this area. The clear feathers, you basically get them from fighting, well, the feathers in general, you get them from fighting bird enemies, so. This is the first time we see Sierra. Guardian of the Winds, there you go. And off she goes. Why do I do that? Sometimes I go backwards when I don't mean to. Oh, this is my opportunity to get more of these clear feathers here from these Needlebeak. Oh, okay. Are they all giving items? No. And they just gave me meat instead. That's fine. Those eye cards, or the eye items, when you forge them onto your weapons, they give you pixies, and the pixies are really hard to get rid of. The cool thing about the pixies is that they transform into evil god cards when you mix them with Ragnarok, I believe, with the Ragnarok card. So they allow you to get your like power defense, all those up to plus 20 on an armor. So that's what they're good for. If you want to keep them on your card, that's what they're good for. You also have to sacrifice something to the evil god, like blood or something, to get those stats up, but they allow you to do that, so. Okay, just one strong hit. Come on. I'm getting away with this. If I just keep on this pattern, I'll be able to beat him really quick. There you go. Too bad that he was all the way to the right. So now we gotta run back across this screen here, but it's alright. My character's a bit confused, so there, it's over. Thanks, Lark. Demon meat there. Let me line myself up. When I line myself up, I can basically prevent him from doing his first attack. I don't know if you saw that. but they always start off with a magic attack, so when you line up your character with the activator, you can basically stop them from doing that. The first activator, they don't let you line it up. It's automatically, as soon as you enter the area, the battle starts, but this one they do, so. I think he was only able to get off like those needle throwing attacks. Yep, down. I always get confused at these forks. It's the first fork down, the second fork up, the last fork has to be down, because if you touch the statue that's up, it brings you back to the beginning. You don't want to do that. Yeah, up at this fork. Oof, I got scared. I'm getting this experience, and I'm hoping that my character is going to level up sometime during this playthrough. They always give eyes, those enemies that are just like a floating eye. I remember to stay to the south side of here, because that statue takes me back to the beginning. Then I fight 2 narcissists, the last wind caller, then I make my way to Aggravator, the dragon. So this is the 2 narcissists here. They usually take 2 power hits each. 1, 2. They give a good amount of experience, so let's not waste it, guys. Come on. And then for the last Aggravator fight. And again, like the second one, we're gonna line ourselves up so he won't be able to get off his magic once we start it. There you go. Perfect. That was a perfect start. The Goblin is sort of hitting him back. Because the Goblin was able to get off the hit, but that's fine. I could have killed him like a second or 2 sooner, but my button presses weren't good. I didn't do them in the right order. The hard hit and then cancel, I kind of did it backwards and it doesn't work backwards. Gobstopper. Is that the item I got? Wait, I don't think I get items from these guys. Yeah, I don't. From these guys, from what do you call them? From the wind callers, they don't give me drops or experience, which sucks, but you have to defeat them to get to Aggravator. Alright, we're going up. Ugh. I have to be careful because in one of these screens there is a chest, I think. Oh no, it's a candy. Oh yeah, Everlasting Gobstopper, the Willy Wonka candy. Gotcha. It's like the hard candy. I know what you mean. They come in different colors. Awesome. Awesome. Everybody's leveling up multiple times except me. I mean, I guess I should... Oh, Gigas gloves. Nice. I wonder what material that's made out of. You don't get like a lot of glove... what do you call it? Items here. Two true spears, which I'm going to sell pretty soon. I'm going to sell all my extra weapons and armor. Give me 1 second. There you go. I'm back. Hey, sorry about that. It's so funny the way Lark does that, just hits everybody, and then later on in the underworld with Sierra, she does the same things with the bad guys in the underworld. They usually give a lot of experience. So, or just items today. Another Gigas gloves. Okay, now I'm wondering, These Gigas gloves, what the heck are they made of? By the way, my power level is 96. It's gonna be 99 by the end, and my skills are 96. They're gonna be 99 by the end. The luck, the highest it could be is 5, so that's that. You could raise it higher with armors and stuff. The way to get everything to 99 is to constantly change your weapon, but that's not that important. I want to see about this. No. About this. What do you call it? Gigas gloves. It's only 18 attack, so it's not that strong in terms of attack. Oh, okay. That Dragon's Bane sword, it's a dragon skin sword. That's alright. That one, the Aura Kalkin knife, is alright. Spiral Claw. So I got a few gloves. I've got a few Gigas gloves, and I have that Spiral Claw glove. Okay. I just wanted to see because, I don't know, maybe I'll go with a glove type weapon next. I've never played the game with gloves, I don't think. I think the swords have like, the swords and the hammers have like the greatest reach. Well, no, that's a lie. The bow would obviously have the greatest reach, but the bow you have to have good aim. Needles. Needles are very good for tempering. Especially sharp objects. Nice. Alright, Activator. Let's do this. Is this a ST or a flyby? It's a flyby. He's gonna end up right here. We got him. There you go, he's dead. Come on. Goblin's just trying to... There you go, I finally leveled up. What up, boy? What up, boy? What up, boy? That's my celebratory dance. I don't have a lot of level ups left. I have to celebrate while I can. I think I have less than 15 now. So we place the Dragon Bone down from the Northern Peaks, and we do the field trip at this point. Lazy, if you want, you can name the Goblin, because the Goblin hasn't been given a name yet. He has a name that the game gives him. It's Guri, but I don't like that name, so yeah. That's the Bone Fortress there. And I always mess up with the colors for these darn kids. Most speedrunners do this very quickly. I always mess it up. I think it's because I'm colorblind. I can't tell the differences between the dark pink one and the light pink one. Okay, I know for a fact the blue kid on top is one. Then for the female, I want the light pink female, which is this one. Yes, and for the male, I want the dark pink male. Which of these two males is dark pink? Is it this guy or that guy? I really can't tell. I'm gonna go with this guy. Yes! Yes. Norman Osborn? You mean from Spider-Man? Oscorp? Now, so I was wrong. There was no, how do you say? There was no chest in when I did Guardian of the Winds. I was getting confused with this Ghost of Nemesis. In this area, there's a lot of chests. Or Willem Dafoe. I can't tell. I'm colorblind. Alright, so this is where we go through the actual fortress, the Bone Fortress, and there's a good number of chests in this area, so one of them is extremely important that we get is the ash. Ah, why did I say leave? I'm supposed to say stay. I messed this up. Gotta start from the beginning. No, I'm joking. The way to fix that issue if you choose the wrong one is to leave and come back. And then he gives you the option again. We got this. Thanks. Got him. And we're really here. We're really close to the entrance. So that was nice too. Alright, let's get up in here. Let's set off the first trap. Go ahead. Alright, now there's a chest here. Come on. He's really gonna block every single one of my hits. Jeez, so petty. Deathstroke. I've never heard of Deathstroke. What the heck is Deathstroke? Sounds like a weapon. Usually they give you a throat slitter, or if you're really lucky, they'll give you a brave blade. The hell is a Deathstroke? No way. A level 44 bone knife? What? 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 Oh, I gotta tell the speedrunners about this. They grind for Brave Blade. They should be... Brave Blade is an attack of 37. I mean, obviously my 163 attack sword that I have is better, but I'm just surprised. The guy who defeated Justice League by himself. I'm not really much of a DC fan, to be honest with you. I'm more of a Marvel fan. Sorry. Actually, just give me 1 second. I am going to say to all my friends in the Discord for Legend of Mana who farm for Brave Blades, they should probably be farming for this Deathstroke. 1 second. I'm literally going to take a picture of this and post it. Come on, why is it not working? Alright, now that that's done, let's see what they say about that. Because everybody farms for the Brave Blade, which is easy to get, but this Deathstroke, oh, that looks awesome. Of course, they plan to have, there you go, Throat Slitter. So Throat Slitter, Brave Blade, and Deathstroke are I guess, their 3 drops. But most speedrunners plan to have the sword. What I mean by the sword, Brave Blade. And so they set up the STs for Brave Blade from before, from the first weapon they get. I'm picking with certain heroes, so I don't know much myself. Oh yeah, I like the Watcher. He's not really a hero. He's not really a good or a bad guy, but the Watcher Uatu. If you look him up online, he looks like an alien. He has like a blue and white robe, this huge medallion thing on his chest. It's kind of crazy. If you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, there's a scene where, I think it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2 actually, where the Watchers are talking to Stan Lee. Pick up the key, there's no chest here, that's fine. I'll go down to the second floor. We're talking to Lark. This is one of 3 ashes in the entire game. So that's like the most important chest for me to pick up. Now we go on, there's 2 more chests I think to get. They're on the 3rd floor where we're supposed to be. One, and there's actually a hidden room here. I don't know if you see it, but it's all the way to the north. Not the staircase, but back here. This is actually a hidden room with a hidden chest. Somewhat hidden. Covered, sort of. That's a zombie claw. It looks like you wouldn't be able to pass that way, but you can. And then this is the first Deathbringer fight. We're gonna come right back in after fighting Jahara and fight Deathbringer a second time. It's good that the fight starts without waiting for the Goblin to come. So for the Goblin, for a name for the Goblin, it has to be 10 letters or less. Now we fight Jahara. So awesome with the entrance. He's just like breaking ceilings and shit. Oh, lazy guy, I think it was you who told me about the Crimson Dragon hitbox appears to be at the knee. Since you told me that, I haven't died when I played Crimson Dragon, so thank you for that. That's actually the most helpful thing anybody's told me about this game, sort of, because that was one of the hardest enemies for me. So thanks for that. waiting for Jahara to appear. I got hit. That's alright, that's alright. I'm not canceling hits very well. When you do a power move, he stays like locked in that power move for like 2 or 3 seconds, but if you cancel it, you can do the next power move a lot faster, so I haven't been canceling my moves that well for that particular battle, but it's alright. Right, after this we're coming right back into the Bone Fortress, and the reason is to fight Deathbringer 2. It gives us 63 attack sword, which is, you know, better than that 44 attack knife that we just got. But also, we're going to sell off all of our extra equipment, and we're going to just take special note about how much that wind cap we got is giving us. Just because we did forge all those clear feathers onto it. Come on, I got 2 people here and nobody's helping me with this. Jeez, they're so busy. Now everybody's lined up where they should be. It don't make sense that they didn't. I feel like if you have 3 people with you, once you touch the first button, the other 2 should go to the other button. Alright, let's fight Jahara. Sorry, Deathbringer Part 2. And I'm interested to see how much that new sword is going to give these guys. And we're going to have him just hand over Candy instead. He's going to call over his master, Deathbringer Part 2. Last time he gives 990. Let's see how much it is this time. Everybody leveled up, so it should be a good amount. 580 times 3. So, and the Heishi Shorin sword from Saga Frontier 2. Oh, I'm supposed to go to the first floor. I canceled it. My bad. Let's get out of here. We don't have to see the Bone Fortress again until the next playthrough. Yay! But we do want to sell off our stuff, so let's do that. We have to be careful because why did I go to buy? Wait, dude, does he have spiny seeds? No, but he does have the gold clover, which is very helpful for tempering. we want to keep one of them. So lane crowd, throw slitter, blah, or Calkin, spear, spear. This wind cap is 26,000 lucre. 26,000 lucre. Forgotten that you have a weapon from Saga. No, it's Saga Frontier 2. Saga Frontier 2. The wind cap, the one that I forged all those things into, is gonna push me well over 100,000 lucre. Wow. I am amazed by that. Moonrock Tiara is really a decent weapon if you want to not get confused. Sorry, decent armor if you want to not get confused. We're selling off everything basically. And these are the Gigas gloves that we got today. Deathstroke is only 81. That makes sense. The Throat Slitter and the Haishi Shorin. This is the second Haishi Shorin that we get. So we're gonna sell that off. And then this is a primary metal, so we're not gonna sell that. We only have one because we've sold them off by mistake. Alright. I think that was pretty good in terms of the amount of money we get. If we do get another wind cap, the next run when I... how do I say this? During the next run, while I am doing my fruits and veggies and harvesting, I'll go back into the forgery just to forge a few more clear feathers onto it, because it's definitely worth it. I think for what I want to do with my weapon, I need somewhere about like 300 to 400,000 lucre to get all the crystals I need. But we'll get there. This is only the 6th out of 65 parts, so to be 1/3 of the way there, 1/3 or a quarter or 1/3 of the way there, I think it's pretty good at this point. I remember the path. There's a lot of chests here that I want to pick up too. I've been ignoring them, but they are items that I can use for forging. And sometimes they have seeds, which is fun too. Okay. Let's see if these guys give me any of the clear feathers. Oh, I always forget to do the hard hit. And instead I do the combo with the regular hits. Thanks. Let's see, just bird meat. Alright, that's fine. This rabbite is so hard to kill. He just takes so much hits. He's like... They made the rabbite so hard in this game. But they didn't put a black rabbite in, like, what do you call it? Like, Seiken Densetsu 3 or Trials of Mana. If you play it with a certain route, there's sort of like a troll boss character, the hardest boss in the game. It's just a black rabbite, but I wish they had put something like that in this game. The closest thing we have was that enemy I just beat, Deathbringer 2, to a secret boss character. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Now this character up here, the wooding, I'm gonna press start so you guys can see. He sometimes, if the land has a high level and if you're very lucky, he could sometimes drop a deer wood. That's a Hollywood. Dior wood, D-I-O-R wood, which makes the best bows in the game. It's like the best wooden type of material to forge with. So if you wanted a bow, that's what you would go with. Nope. True. Truth be told, I've never played any mana games besides Secret of Mana and its remake. And Dawn of Mana. Dawn of Mana, I played it, I liked it, but a lot of people don't like that game. I think it's because the game didn't make a really nice jump into 3D. The Mana series, I feel like, didn't make as nice a jump into 3D as they could have. But I think the graphics of, and I've said this before, that the graphics of Octopath Traveler I think would work really nice for a mana game. If it was an action game, with sort of that perspective, that 2.5D background, where you look like you're, you know, when you go north, you're not only going north, but you're going like into the background. I think that would work really well for a game like this. That's just my opinion, though. I thought Dawn of Mana was alright. It was very wonky with its camera. Yeah, so was Kingdom Hearts 1. You know, like the PS2, it's the first time you had dual analog. They were testing things out, you know? And some games did a lot better than others. I mean, look at the camera on the Bouncer. What the hell were they thinking, you know? It was sort of locked into place, but the way they well, some scenes, but the angles, it's just so bad. So bad. I'm actually just mashing the buttons. Alright, let me see. This is the Dragon Princess. The reason I open up my guide again is because the next thing we do is Crimson Dragon, which is, for me, I always get confused on where to go with Crimson Dragon, so that's why I like to keep it open. Actually, before Draconis castle, I get confused. Once it's Draconis' castle, I think the route is pretty straightforward. Okay, that's it. Let's go crazy. Totally, my ST there totally missed. See how Goblin fell asleep? I'd like armor to prevent all of those status ailments, and I will get it. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so what do we do now? We place the Torch of Coral up from the house, and then we enter the underworld from there. Then this is start the Crimson Dragon quest. I wonder what level the Goblin is, because when we started he was level 20, so I'm just going to do a quick check on his level here. Just for my own curiosity. Level 26, okay, not bad. This is the longest quest here. The longest quest for this run that I'm doing. Yeah, sure. And if you recall earlier, when Lark had defeated all those enemies while we were on our way to Activator, Sierra does something similar here, where there's a bunch of enemies that sort of surround her, and then she uses sort of the same slash that Lark used. It really shows that they're brother and sister, both dragoons. Just the similarities between them. There you go, the enemies are surrounding her, and slash. The exact same thing that Lark did with colors on the mountain. Doom Hammer. Listen, check out that piece of equipment that I got. It's a weapon. Why do I do that? Doom Hammer. Oh, it's only level 19 attack for offense. Meh. Oh shoot. This dude, I always, well, very often I miss that he's still there because he looks so dark. I got the Dragon's Bane off of that armor. This is normally where I fight Haishisho, what's his name? Hiradama. Ah, I took a wrong turn somewhere. That wasn't right. I came through here, right? Oh yeah, this is the far right. I always do that. I always make that mistake. Then from here it's the second door. See, that's why I need the guide open. This place is like a maze. It's not very straightforward. And then this is where basically I fight Lark. The bad thing about this is that you just get Sierra now, and so Sierra is such a low level. She's not prepared to fight Crimson Dragon, Lark, all these bosses. These mid-level bosses, basically. And there's a lot of story exposition here, so... Lark sort of gets the short end of the stick here. I'm going to use this opportunity to use one of my STs here. Shoot. I didn't have one. I thought I had one ready to go. Waiting for him to finish his. Ah, that was bad. It's completely wrong direction. I don't even know if I hit him. Nope. And he's using another ST here. One ST is bad enough. I feel like if I would just hit him normally, I didn't worry about using my STs, it would have been fine. But it's alright. Let's get the experience. My Goblin is over here dead on the job. Sierra, what are you doing? I know you're low level, but come on. This is the only quest I use you for, and you're trying to grab my experience. Get out of here. I got it all, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, there's a lot of story exposition here. So I'm just gonna stretch it a little bit. I like that shirt. There's a lot of chests in this portion of Draconis' castle. We're going to try to grab as many of them as possible. None of them are really that, like we have to, like, valuable. But I just want to have a good inventory for when I'm forging later, so. I don't know why I ditched hitting the Goblin to hit this guy. Somebody leveled up. If there was a way that we didn't have to sort of fall for this trap, which we do. If there was a way that we didn't have to fall for it, we could get to the Crimson Dragon a lot faster, basically. But because the game sort of forces you to fall through that trap and through the other two traps, it takes a bit longer to get there. Hey, Coffee, how you doing? Drinking coffee? That's funny. Poison Fang. For those who don't know, Poison Fang is awesome to temper into your armor because it gives you resistance against poison. Not that poison is a big problem in this game, but just one of those statuses. What do you call it when you're resistant to something? Status resistances? Immunities. There you go. Status immunities that, you know, might help if you're making armor. I'm almost at the end of this. Well, not really. I have a good half hour left. Come on, Sierra. I only have you for one quest and you take all of the experience. So selfish. You're worse than Lark and Niccolo. Jeez. Now I thought I was supposed to be the main character. They should let the main character get all the experiences. That's how you get no respect. You get no respect at all. And of course, this is the second trap. And they put this boss sort of music on. I think that's hilarious since this isn't really a boss fight, but boss fights have like certain things that make them boss fights. Why is Sierra hitting him this way when I want him obviously to be towards the right of the screen? Sierra, you're not helping. Rodney Dangerfield, yeah. I get no respect. I get no respect at all. I'm surprised you got that reference. It's a really older sort of comedic reference there. The money, I just leave it on the floor now. It's getting that 20-something thousand wind cap sold. Now there's throat slitter. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Kind of grew up with his movies. Yeah. There was one where he takes the boy and dresses him up as a girl to play on the girls' soccer team. I remember that one. Yeah, basically, I remember that. Those movies. When were his movies? Early 90s, late 80s, I think, is when most of his, the Rodney Dangerfield movies came out. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me, but I think that's accurate. Okay. These things, I feel bad picking them up. There's so little amount of money. 80 Luger, I probably picked up 8 of them. They were 10 each. I remember his cartoon movies. I never seen his cartoon movie. I think it was called Roger Dangerfield when he's an animated dog. No, I've never seen that. I've seen his stand-up comedies where he says he looked like a dog. But I've never seen his movies where he was an animated dog. That would be interesting to watch, actually. Alright, we're almost at the end here. I believe 70s to early 90s. Okay. So yeah, mostly through the 80s, I think. He used to have the bugged out expressions like his eyes were always like bulging wide and stuff. It's just so funny. Okay, that's ST territory. I gotta get off this way. Alright, I'm back. I'm back in the game. Done. Thanks for the experience. Run to the right, run to the right, run to the right. Ooh, they let me get really close to that door. Holy smokes, that was amazing. I think there might be some chests going up here. If not up here, then after I defeat the 2 enemies. Yep, here you go. Then after I defeat the 2 enemies, there might be one more chest, I'm not quite sure. Dragon Stake is really useful. Wicked Eye, I don't think it's... There's one of the eyes that don't create a card onto your weapon. I'm not sure if it's... No, I think the Wicked definitely creates a pixie. The eyes are like the worst, unless you know exactly what you're doing. The pixies are really hard to get off the weapons. You need basically to exercise them with holy water. And they don't really do much unless you have a certain card that changes them into evil gods. And then you can raise your stats really nicely on the weapon if you have an evil god card on it. But for the and one of the eyes don't for some reason doesn't produce a pixie. All right, this is the Draconis fight, the Crimson Dragon, the one I always die on at least once, but not today. Not today. I'm putting out good vibes in the universe. We're gonna do this first. You know, we're gonna get him down first round. There ain't no round 2 here. Maybe. That's what I hope. Alright, so this is the Draconis fight. good. There you go. What did I say? I didn't even use the ST. Did you see that? Oh yeah. Can I use ST now? Oh, they won't let me. They'll let me hit, but they won't let me use the STs at this moment. Ah, yeah. Wave my sword around like I just don't care. Woo, I beat Choconis. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's my dance. Ooh, 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 ooh. Choconis doesn't give any experience. No experience, right? This is the part of the game where I have sort of like a 3-minute break when they start visiting the dragons, so I'm gonna just take the opportunity to stretch a little because I've been sitting on the chair for a bit over an hour, so I'm just gonna get up, stretch my back, and I'll be back, but we'll wait till they start visiting the various dragons that we defeated and returning the mana back, because there's nothing I can do to make those scenes go faster. I don't have to sit here pressing X. I press X now because there's a little bit of text right after this transformation of Choconis' castle back to Underworld. But yeah, that was actually a really good Choconis. I'm proud of myself, and it's all thanks to some advice I got from a certain member of the chat who told me hit the knee, hit the knee. I did not know where the hitbox was. I thought it was the foot, but no, it's the knee. And so with that in mind, I've just been getting really good Choconis fights since I've had that advice, so thank you. Okay, so this is where they start visiting other dragons. They say goodbye to each other. I'm gonna put my headphones down for a second. I'll be back. And that's the end of Crimson Dragon. I think I came at a good time. Now we go, we have to do Summer Lovin' Quest, so we're gonna place the Tome of Magic just to the left of home. Then we go into Medora Beach to start the Summer Lovin' Quest. After the Summer Lovin' Quest, once we beat the Full Metal Haggard, we'll be able to return home, do some harvesting of the fruits, and then the last 2 quests of the game, which is Cage of Dreams always precedes. Cage of Dreams is where you get the Sword of Mana, so that precedes the Legend of Mana quest. Should I try to get as many crabs as possible? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's demo some crabs today. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there any more? 5, 6. Not too bad. I don't know if these crabs that actually like defeat here count. Sometimes the crabs give me scissors. There you go, which make good for varnishing a weapon at the end of the forging process. Alright, so I had 6 crabs. Let's keep that in mind. How close am I to leveling up? Level 87 and I have 2,400, so I'm not going to level up this playthrough. It'll be probably the next playthrough I'll level up again. Oh shoot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah shit, don't. 12. Alright, that was 12. Ah, shoot! I messed up. If you leave an area where there are crabs, the crabs disappear, so no more crab crunching for me. It's fine. There'll be other opportunities. Alright, this jellyfish type enemy takes quite a few hits. This crab is easy. 1 regular hit and he's done. But this jellyfish, that's 1 power hit, 2, 3, so 3 power hits. It's a little annoying. He gave electricity. I don't know what that's used for actually. Gotta do a little bit of research on that. I've been trying to research that. The items that you have that they're not like weapons or armor. See what they do in terms of forging, and whenever I see a item that I'm not quite sure what it does, I usually look it up after. So we know he's gonna take 3 power hits. 1, 2, 3. Well, that last one hit the other enemy. Okay, 3 items. What did I get? Mostly meat and the scales. The dragon scales are the best. Are the best sort of equipment you can get to forge a really good. What am I saying? The dragon scales are the best equipment you can get to be able to forge a really good piece of armor, but that's like for armor that's armor, not including pendants or rings. So I'm just gonna talk to the crab out of curiosity to see how many crabs I stepped on. I don't think it's more than 20 though. And I get the rusty anchor and moon's mirror. So I have to place these onto the map before entering home. I'm gonna do some farming and then we'll do the cage of dreams. The rusty anchor has to be placed by a body of water, so that's why we place it here. Place the moon's mirror, which makes, I think, Palpata? No, we just made Palpata. What am I talking about? Moon's mirror makes the Tower of Lieres. Yeah. And we're gonna... Oh, no, not the underworld. We're entering home. Where am I going? I just said I needed to farm. Finish all the underworld events. All I have left is Cage of Dreams and Legend of Mana, but we're gonna do a little bit of farming first. So, let's do that. Nice. Nice. This item right here, this gold clover, is one of the rarest items that you can get in the game. In terms of just luck. It gives really good luck stats to your pets. You can actually buy it in Bone Fortress for 1,000, but to be able to grow it, I think it's like only like a 3% chance it'll grow if you put in the right seeds. So I'm very lucky to be getting that. All these red fruits obviously coming from the fact that I gave those little red seeds. I think they're called crooked seeds. That's why I'm getting the dice berries and the cherry bombs and the apricots here. Yeah, it's very low. I mean, you could actually buy them, but they cost 1,000 lucre each, so I'd rather spend 1,000 lucre on something else. Flat seeds, cool. Round seeds, nice. Flat seeds, okay. Crooked seeds, okay. Crooked seeds, okay. You're not giving me spiny seeds. It's the rarest seed in the game is the spiny seed, but it's okay. I'll take everything else you just gave me. Yeah, let's see if we can get lucky. Round seed and a long seed. Let's see what that'll do. That's red and purple. And then let's go on the opposite side of the spectrum with something green. And do we want yellow? Maybe green and gray. Yeah, green and gray. Alright, so now that we're done with the seeds, I actually really want a lot of spiny seeds. I think for what I plan to do with all my weapons and armor, I need at least 10. So, and I have 2, which is alright because I do get them every once in a while. And I do have to do an all events run pretty soon because for the areas I have, I can only get certain pets when I do this dragon run. And so I'm going to need to do an all events run where I could just grab eggs, quickly finish it with New Game Plus, and then play the game with those pets from the eggs that I get, if that makes sense. Sort of just have that all events save file with all the eggs open to me so that I can complete my 65 nightmare runs. Alright, so that's when I enter home. Then I leave home. It starts this little sorcerer's quest, which I ignore. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to run to the left and start Cage of Dreams. This Sproutling might be in my way. Yep, Cage of Dreams. Lazy guy, I think you've seen me so many times that you can probably play this game like from memory now. You too, Coffee, you've been here enough. You could probably play it from memory. Oh, we never named... You know what? Let's do this. Because we never named the Goblin. He's level 30 now. He should have a better name than Gory, I think. So we're gonna name him... What's a good name for a Goblin? Gollem. Gollem? Is that how you say it? Gollem? Gollem? What's that leprechaun name? How many letters is leprechaun? I've been here for 8 playthrough sessions. I pretty much can, yeah. So let's just call him... Is Gollem 1 E or 2? And is it with a U or E? I don't know, Gollem. Unless, can you come up with a better name than Gollem for the Goblin? Leprechaun from the Leprechaun movie, the evil leprechaun. I don't know his exact name. The name of the movie is Leprechaun. Let's just call him Gollem. Thank you. Oh, psh, of course. Gollem the Goblin. There you go. Alright, and now we can do the last 2 quests, which is basically this Cage of Dreams, and then Legend of Mana. And I will be playing this again, maybe before 2. I'll start again before 2, just to get in another playthrough. Why am I using regular attacks when I should be using strong attacks? I need to remember what enemies need the strong attack and which ones need the light attack. I think that's one of my biggest time wasters. Enemies which I should be attacking strong, I'm just attacking, like, tapping them. And it takes a lot longer to finish them off. Oh, I hate the confusion. Was that a wind cap? I think I just got a wind cap. Just double checking here, because if I do have a wind cap, then next time I play, I'm going to have to forge, yes. So I'm going to forge some clear feathers onto that wind cap to get mad money. 26,000 lucre is nothing to laugh at, it's a lot of money. So me and Gollem here, saving for a Sproutling that died, and that basically they're not letting him go to the afterlife, which is the mana tree for the Sproutling. That's where they return when they die, to the mana tree. Blank eye. Eyes are horrible. They create pixies. I basically repeat the same stuff over and over just so I remember it. Because if not, I'll forget. After this fight, I'm going to see how much experience I need to level up as well. Really? 361. So you know what? I will level up on this round, on this run, which is cool. This is basically the end of Cage of Dreams, so all that we have left is the Legend of Mana. Finish it up, save our New Game Plus. Then it'll be lunchtime. Donna, you know what you want for lunch? Me neither. We don't know what we want for lunch. Let me clean this off, I think. I'm gonna put my finger on it and kind of smudge my camera. I should be using the, I have a microfiber cloth, but it's all the way over there. Alright, Cage of Dreams is done, and now, the Legend of Mana. So I think this playthrough, I'm not gonna say it was completely perfect. I did like take a few back turns when I should have gone forward, but it was pretty much exactly what I wanted get out of the playthrough. I sold something really awesome to get a lot of money. I was able to farm twice, once right before Northern Peaks and once right before Cage of Dreams, and I got to play the entire playthrough with Gollem the Goblin, and so that name actually has to be added on my Twitch page to the list of completed pets as well. I don't really need the guide for this. I'm gonna look on the Discord to see if anybody commented. They did. Oh, someone did comment about the knife. It's a cursed bone knife, and it's one attack stronger than Visual Goad. So yeah, it's awesome. Visual Goad, by the way, is one of the best types of the Visual Goad. What is it? Ish Platinum, Altina Alloy. Those are like really high level weapon materials, basically. Ish Gold is one of the easiest ones if you're doing a speed run to obtain in a store. You can buy the Visual Gold weapons. So in the mana tree, we fight a lot of dragons, and basically what I'm looking for here is Dragon's Blood and Dragon's Breath as drop items, because they will help me out to make awesome items later on. I'm not going to fight that guy to the right, that'll be a waste of time. I think there's a total of 6 or 7 dragons we fight here, so let's see. And I usually, I sometimes make that mistake where I take that right instead of doing the entire loop. These are the first two, the land dragon and the sky dragon fight, so let's see. Ah, he blocked me. And he's given experience instead of items, which is okay. Was that a taunt? Did he just taunt me? Not cool. And he also decided to give experience instead of items. It's fine. There's a few more dragons. And that would have been my level up 420 experience because I only needed 300 something. So let's get this chest here. Healing Claw, okay. I don't know what the Healing Claw does. I have to look that up. Blizzard scales. So the scales you could use to make okay armors. The best armor, of course, comes from the dragon scales. Alright. Angel Feather, which is great. I like to use clear feathers on my items that I'm going to sell, but Angel Feather is pretty good too. This is where I fight the Chocobo. I forget what the Chocobo drops. He usually gives experience though, I think. But maybe he can drop a feather, I don't know. Clear feather, let's see. Nope, experience this time. It's probably Odd Meat. Or Juggernaut, which is a type of weapon. Not a very good one, but okay. So this is the last area. I think there's 2 or 3 chests here, and we do get to fight the dragons in these areas up here. So we have the wooding here, which has a very, very, very low chance of dropping hero wood. Most likely he'll drop a Hollywood, especially since the mana tree is so close to home. You get better drops the farther things are from home, but because I'm doing this fast, I try to keep everything really close to the home. So that's my demon meat there. Ether, which I'm still on the fence about what the heck Ether does. Every time I get it, I tell myself I gotta look it up. This Ox sometimes can get annoying because he causes certain statuses to appear. Again, lizard meat, meh. Alright. Virgin's Sigh. So there's a few like Sigh and Breath items in this game. These are where I fight the three dragons, the Kid Dragon, the Sky Dragon, and the Land Dragon. So let's see what they're dropping, what they're giving today. Oh, that was a drop. Okay, let's be sure to grab that. If it's a Dragon's Breath, we definitely want it. Experience, I'll take it. Okay. Goblin, don't get all of my experience. Oh, the money. Ah. Dragon's Breath. Nice! Nice, 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 nice. I got the Dragon's Breath. Again, that's an item that's useful for forging. Mirror Piece. Mirror Piece, I believe, I don't know if that gives a Mirrored World card, but the Mirrored World card allows you to basically forge essences in reverse order. I don't really like to use it, but if you're trying to consume energy from one essence to give it to another essence, basically that's the only way you can get really, really high essence ratings. You need those cards. I like to use the Chaos Crystals, which negate all conflicting essences, but then it gets really hard to raise the essences above like 7 or 8, in which case you have to use a Mirrored World card to do a consumption to like decrease one essence, and that energy that it gives off increases another essence. So that's like the most energy that you can give is through a consumption. That's how you get really high level essence levels. I'll probably do a tempering tutorial sometime. Again, I don't know everything, but just to share what I do know about it. Come on. Jeez, that was right in my face. ST this early, and I only got one hidden. This is not good for me. It's not a good luck. And I got hit. I got hit actually pretty hard. So that's embarrassing. Let's see if I can hit her with Windwalker. I might have to do this fight again. Yeah, I probably most definitely would. Remember, the mana goddess in this fight is level... She is level 93, so... It's not an easy battle here. Hey, Juan. Here on mana goddess again. Dang. She got me. But it's alright, we gave her a good fight, I think. We gave her a good fight. My ST didn't really attack, like didn't really connect. You came sort of at the end, but it's okay. We're fighting with the Goblin here, and the next time we have 2 more pets in our inventory that we can use for the next few streams. So we'll see about that. After I finish 2, I'm probably gonna try to get more eggs. Or maybe I could do Tomato Man, so I technically have 3. There's a way that you can do a dragon run and get the Tomato Man demigod. Come on, don't mess with me. How long does it take for me to go through a playthrough? 2 hours. 2 hours coffee. And that's because I'm farming and doing a Deathbringer 2 fight. If I wasn't doing all that, I could probably finish it in an hour 40 minutes, maybe. We almost got her, ST. And let's hope that this ST connects. It didn't connect, okay. Okay, she's using her ST, so we could see that red line, and we have 80% of our, let's go over here. We have 80% of our health, so we're gonna get her definitely this time. Oh yeah, that's game. Let's hit that's game. Best record was 1 hour 34 minutes. Yeah, lazy guy, thanks for remembering that. That was when I just wasn't farming. I didn't give a shit about farming. I was ignoring all the chests. But then I realized that, I really need to create a more awesome weapon. And I have 65 opportunities to go through this game with different pets and get a really awesome weapon. So why not do a bit of farming for those other materials, the ashes, getting money by selling the extraneous weapons and armors that I have. So I've been doing that now more and more as I play. And so that's why it adds the extra 20 minutes to farming and fighting Deathbringer too. I don't have to do that, but I do that just for the experience and because it kind of rounds out the storyline of those bandits on the Luon Highway who try to take your money, and of the fusion between Deathbringer and Jahara. So yeah, but that's it. That's Legend of Mana. Thanks for watching, guys. And that's with Gollem the Goblin. So far we've beat it with Choco the Chocobo, Fearow the Needlebeak, Creep the Lullabud, Godzilla the Kid Dragon, Bruno the Skeleton, and Gollem the Goblin, which is 6. And so I'm going to be streaming again at 2 o'clock. Just before 2, I'll probably turn on the stream. I'm going to get a quick lunch after saving this New Game Plus file, and we'll start it up again with a brand new pet. So if you guys want to see what pet that is and to name it, yeah, might as well join at that time. I'll also be using a different filter here. The filter I was using, if you're just joining us, is called Motion Blur. The next filter I'll probably use will be Nearest Neighbor. What are you gonna eat? I'm not really sure. I do have bread for sandwiches. It's lunchtime. I didn't have cereal this morning. I had a boiled egg. I could also eat ramen. Do I think I'll get bored of it? Nah. And if I do get bored of playing the Dragon Run, I could always just switch to Fairy Run or Jumi Run. It doesn't have to be a Dragon Run. I just chose Dragon Run because it was the fastest one to get through with all the pets. But if I ever get bored of the story, nah, I don't think. I don't think so. 8 playthroughs. I think I've played through it quite a few times, more than 8 times, because before I decided to do this Nightmare Pet Challenge, I was playing through Dragon in New Game Plus just for fun. And I wasn't playing on Nightmare mode, which is another thing I should say. Coffee. That 1 hour 34 minutes was on the regular mode. If I just play a regular game, I can breeze through it. All the enemies will be one-hit kills. Nightmare mode adds 30 to 40 levels on each enemy. The Mana Goddess herself is level 93 in this mode, and that's why it also takes me 2 hours. It takes me longer to kill the enemies. But yeah, so far I've played through it 6 times with different pets. Depends really. If you like it enough, I'm willing to watch it again. I usually replay, rewatch, and reread what I like, Yeah, I really like this game. But also, Juan, I don't know if you saw on the Legend of Mana, I don't know if you're part of the, I think you are, the speedrun, Legend of Mana, the speedrun, what do you call it? The Mana speedrun Discord. The Mana speedrun Discord. If you're there, during this run, I had a pretty rare weapon drop from the sword enemies. The sword enemies in the Bone Fortress, they dropped a Deathstroke knife, which is attack is 44 on that knife. You could always forge something stronger, but most speedrunners fight the sword enemies to get a different item called Brave Blade, which only attacks at 37. So the fact that I got a Deathstroke at level 44 shows that on Nightmare mode, you get like stronger and better and rarer drops. Actually, while farming, I got a Gold Clover, which is one of the rare fruits in this game that you can use for tempering. You need a lot of Gold Clovers if you're gonna use them instead of Glow Crystals, because that's what you would use them for. Or in some cases, you might use them to give to a pet to increase their luck by a lot. I mean, plus it's a waste only to just play, watch, read the things you bought once. Yeah, I have a lot of games that I've never played through. A lot of my Atelier games I've never played through completely. But the fighting games, the shoot 'em ups, I put them in every once in a while. Yeah, the things I really do enjoy, I spend a lot of time with. The things I don't, I try to experience them once, and then that goes to that. Hey, Griffin, did you see my post on the Legend of Mana on the Discord for the speed runs? You came like at the end, but I'll be starting again at 2 o'clock. I got a Deathstroke weapon. Deathstroke. It's a attack 44, and it just dropped from, get this, in the Bone Fortress from one of those sword enemies that you guys usually get Brave Blade from. A level, offense level 37 Brave Blade. This knife just popped out. It's a cursed bone knife at attack 44. So the offense level is 44. So I was like, whoa, that's like, the speedrunners never get that. And I think it's something that only drops from Nightmare or No Future mode. And it's a stronger weapon than Brave Blade. Just wanted to, it was a pretty cool experience. I sold it right away because my weapon is stronger. But I thought that was pretty darn cool. Anyway, after it says Fiend, I just want everybody just to look at the bottom right-hand side of the... LOL, the Asian me says waste of money and thick Asian accent. Well, I sold it for money. I'm going to use the money to get glow crystals to get a better weapon. I'm hoping to get like a level, at least 800 weapon by the end of it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Notice here, after it says Fiend, on the bottom right, we should see Gollem, the Goblin. Right around where that rabbi is. Let's see. There you go, the Goblin, under the mana tree. Nice, this is where we save. Yeah, so I've been selling off a lot, and I still have to forge on those clear feathers onto that wind cap we had. So I'll do that in the next playthrough. Towards the end, I had gotten a wind cap, and if you forge 4 clear feathers onto a wind cap, you could sell it for 26,000 lucre. So there goes the money. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Again, I'm going to get lunch. I have 45 minutes basically to get lunch and come back. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and then we'll be playing with one of my other pets. And if you're here for that, you could get an opportunity to name the pet. I also have to fix a few things so that I can be able to... what am I saying? I also have to fix a few things on the stream. I have to add the pet's portrait over there to the top left. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Ciao.